Good evening, parents, boys and girls. This is Saloni, Senior Academic Counselor, presenting first ever robotic webinar in United Kingdom. So let's get to know Turito. Turito provides the best online programs to students across US, Canada, India, Australia, Singapore, UK, the Middle East, and Europe. We started with UK with maths, English, and science. So this is our first, robotics webinar. So we have recently started in UK few months back. We have got such an overwhelming response with more than 1,000 plus active students from UK itself. So this webinar is catering to robotics. So we have like more than 10,000 parents, database of 10,000 parents across the world, which includes like 25,000 live classes per month, 1,500 active teachers from India itself. So Turito is the best online programs to students, and our services include, exam preparations for, like ISA, tutoring, maths, English, science, and robotics. Let me take you through our next slide. So we have our speaker, Mr. Nikhil, Head of Robotics at Turito, India. So Mr. Nikhil has 8+ years teaching and training experience. He has trained more than 1,000 students from school to engineering levels, mentored 300+ participants in global competitions like FLL, FTC, World Robot Olympiad, MAKE, and we have like him especially for this webinar so that we can get a better insight and takeaway from this learning. So he is expert in designing innovative curriculum for learners, helped in profile building for university admissions, etc. So over to you, Mr. Nikhil.
Thanks, Saloni, for the introduction. Hello, everyone. Good evening. Hope everyone is doing well. I believe this session will help you to understand how robotics help school kids. Let's start with the discussion. Can we go to the next slides? Next one. The next one. Thank you. So let me introduce, as we have discussing, we are discussing about the topic robotics, right? So let me introduce to you robotics and few insights about it. So robotics is a branch of electronics and mechanical where it has a combined technology that deals with the design, construction, operation, and applications of robots. So as we can see, technology is updating day-to-day life. We can see many automated robots, semi-automated robots, machines coming across in our daily life. Also, in future, we can see more advanced robots and as well as the technology where new innovators coming with new technologies and new innovations where we can see which can replace the human work and it can also take its own decision-making process. So instead of doing such inaccessible tasks by humans like repetitive, dangerous, and instead of being instead of doing such kind of works by human, why can't we instead try to build and design a cool robots and smart robots which can help humans in various aspects in our daily lives as well. And already we have some of the cool robots which are already being in there in household, industrial automation, medical care, agriculture, military space, and various aspects. In various aspects they are there. And also the innovations are keep on coming with different platforms, which includes robotics, artificial intelligence, and as well as Internet on Things. So as discussed, the technology is developing. When we discuss about robotics, we also need to discuss about the artificial intelligence and Internet of Things, because it helps the advanced robots to work with the help of platforms where it has to take the decision making And also, if you wanted to control such kind of robots from different places, like for example, you're from UK and I'm from USA, and some other person is in Australia. If we are in different places, how we can able to control some smart devices through online? So with the help of internet, we can also control such things. So it doesn't need like extra other works. We need to program them, and we need to connect through internet, and we can control any smart devices from home. Okay. So as I mentioned, artificial intelligence, we know it helps the systems or robots which can mimics like human behaviors. Like for example, which I can able to tell you, you might have seen cops, if at all, when people used to travel on the roads, either in bikes. So when they're trying to travel on the bikes, some of them might not wearing the helmets. So we need to help them and give some guidance to them, or like we need to make them understand about the safety. So it's, if at all there is a cops and trying to stop them and trying to get them, like if you wanted to give some fines and different aspects we wanted to do. Instead of that, we can able to create a system which can replace the humans over there, where the work can be done totally automatic, where we can send some warning emails, or we can able to send some fines through online, so that we are trying to share some information about safety as well. So that how a system is trying to differentiate between the people who are wearing helmets and who is not wearing helmets. If we humans, we can able to see who is wearing and who is not wearing based on our experiences and the knowledge we gain. But what about the machines? So machines also can able to gain the knowledge based on the artificial intelligence through machine learning concept, where we try to train them. So here we can able to teach them in a simpler manner, where we can able to use them image classification. So through image classification, we can able to apply the concepts. So we can able to apply the concepts by using people who are wearing helmets, people who are not wearing helmets. With the help of those two images, the machine can able to keep on learn and understand who is wearing helmets and who is not wearing helmets. In that way, it can able to identify and ensure that, okay, these people are not wearing helmets, so I need to send some information to these people. In that way, the system can able to automatically replace the human and helps the human in various works. So that is one of the example. As I mentioned, Internet on Things. So Internet on Things also, which is an interrelation of software and hardware via the internet. If, for example, if I wanted, I have some robots in my place, and I have a software where I have built to control these particular robots. But I just wanted to connect with these things. So consider I'm like out of my home, like I can't able to access the software, but I have one of my friend who can able to access the software. I call the person and I try to ask him to control these things. Like I have some kind of robots over with me, but I can't able to unable to connect with them, or I can able to control them. So I want your help through your internet. So he can able to access to those gadgets, or you can control those smart devices like robots. In that way, we can able to help them. Like for example, we have the AI bots. You might have seen the assistants like Google Assistant, Siri, Alexa, right? So these are the conversational AI bot. Like if I wanted to have some questions, I can able to ask them. And also I wanted to control such kind of home appliances or household appliances. I wanted to connect with them and I wanted to operate. So in such scenarios also, I can able to take their help, and I can able to control those devices. Previously, we used to have like regular chatbots, which has been replaced the customer service. Like for example, you have some software or some applications through online. So I just go to the browser and I ask the questions. The customer person used to reply. Later on, based on our questions, based on our human questions, the chatbots has been directly replying to the answers, like the questions what we have, the chatbots used to answer. Now we have these conversational AI bots, which is helping much more advanced based. In this way, by using this internet platform like IoT, it helps the humans in various platforms as well. So these two concepts also involved in robotics, and with the help of that, more technology, more concepts the student can able to learn. So what we have done is we have designed a curriculum which helps the students from the basics to advanced level by using robotics, artificial intelligence, and as well as machine learning like IoT concepts. And also with the help of them, we include more concepts which deals with the students where they can able to enhance their skills. I believe some of you might have already that idea, like most of us ever the technology right nowadays, as we have been software employees or in different fields where we know the technology, how it is working. So if you see in the next slide, you can see about STEM learning. Can we go to the previous one? So STEM learning. So you might heard about STEM education, how it is evolving around the globe, around the world, like we are learning the STEM concepts. So most of these STEM educators are trying to teach the students around the globe with the help of science, technology, engineering, mathematics. So where we can able to do the experiments using science concepts, where we can able to understand how the gadgets or how the technology is improvising, and based on the engineering concepts like mechanical or electronics, how to implement or how to make them uh, to do a particular project. And in that way, automatically, when you are trying to do some kind of project or a robot, concepts based, like you need to program them, you need to give some instructions. For that you need some algorithms. Based on that algorithms, you need to know about the mathematics as well, where you need to implement some operations or some kind of logics over there. So ultimately you need to know about the math as well. So these are all concepts we can able to utilize, and we are trying to teach through STEM learning like robotics, coding, and science projects. So that helps the students to analyze and enhance their skills. And also it's an career based, where like if you see about STEM learning, it is also career based, where students can able to implement new innovations by using robots. As many competitions, like many around the globe, many competitions help the students to find out real life problems around the globe. Like for example, if you take one country, what problem they're facing, like waste management, they can't able to sort out the waste. So how they wanted to come up with the solutions. So they take up the challenge and give to all students across the globe. They ask for the solutions. So they release a problem statement. Based on that, the students can able to come up with their innovations solutions. So it helps the students to analyze about the problem and try to figure it out the solutions. So that's how the STEM learning can help the students to prepare and identify and understand the new technology based, and they wanted they can be the future ready driven, like future driven related to technology. Can we go to the next slide? So robotics by Turito, we have released a course related to robotics, that is called Robo Ninja by Turito. So what the students can able to learn or gain through this, the student can able to have the hands-on and practical exposure, where they can able to do some experiments, building like fun circuits, electronics, where they will be understanding about the sensors, actuators, controllers, where they also understand to program them, to control them. So ultimately robots means they also need to give some instructions, like how our human behavior or how our human sensors, like sense organs will react. So same way we can able to implement the sensors in the robot, and by taking the sensor feedback, the students can able to try to write down the codes, like what exactly the robot has to do it. In that way they can able to build such designs, so that applications based on the real life problems, the applications can come out. If at all the applications which we can see, the students can able to analyze the prototypes, like they can able to build up prototypes, like how exactly it is working. They can able to understand those concepts in real like hands-on way. So in this way, when they are trying to learn those, they can able to they can able to learn like they can able to be creative, and they can able to showcase their skills. And it is also a such platform and opportunity for such students who are not really being open and try to share their information. So here we are helping the students to give that opportunity to showcase their skills, like whatever the DIY stuff, like do it yourself. They might have such ideas, but they doesn't know how to show. So here they can able to implement such designs or structures through their mechanical structures when they wanted to bring out that innovation. It helps the students. In that way, they can able to bring some innovative robots like what they have seen according to their surroundings. So that is a good opportunity for such students as well. Can we go to the next one? So as Saloni mentioned, like we have already many students joined in our Robo Ninja program from UK, US, and as well as Australia. Like many youngsters and many young aspiring minds believed in our approach, like believed in our teachers, experts, according to the methodology we follow, we provide. So the students understand those concepts and trying to join in our classes, and they're enjoying the sessions, and as well as they're sharing that experiences. It's not only they join the sessions and not trying to learn or trying to make some things. They're also sharing their experience. That in that way they can able to implement, like they can able to better themselves in communications as well. Can we go to the next slide? So teaching methodology. So teaching methodology, if you might heard about the pedagogy, the word pedagogy, so it includes the way of approach, how our teachers, how our experts are trying to teach the students in various concepts. First, the teacher will be understanding about the student knowledge, like what exactly the student wants to do, and based on the student's knowledge, the teacher can able to come up with the different kind of concepts or different kind of solutions, like the examples or based on the students ideas. They can come up with that fun and engaging way they try to teach. It's not only just like normal sessions where we try to ask the student to do something student is trying to do. It's ultimately the student has to have fun also, right? As the student is very young and it's not like they just wanted to do something. So ultimately they should have some fun experience as well when they're trying to build such gadgets. So the student can able to increase their curiosity and try to innovate themselves. So it will be like one-to-one personalized live classes through our experts, where where this particular people has been innovated and having that industrial experience. They'll be using that inquiry based learning, where the teacher will be discussing about a problem statement in the class. Based on the problem statement, what are the applications we can see? It's not only about the same problem statement. We can also discuss about various other applications related to the same concept, so that the student can able to think and analyze, okay, these are the different solutions we can able to see related to the same concept. So that helps the students to think in a different perspective, and also it helps the students to think about the perspective of the problem. Like it's not about we are going in one way, we are thinking about different ways. Why are we trying to do only this answer? Like for example, when we are discussing about one problem, why are we exactly trying to do? What are the reasons? Is it the good option? Don't we have any other solutions? So in that way the students can also analyze and can come up with the different perspectives, and it helps the students mindset as well when they're trying to implement the STEM concepts. So, and also we have customized and designed the curriculum which helps the students to learn through basics to advanced level. As I mentioned, for the younger kids, we are trying to help them to like maybe they are not very much habituated with coding or like with this systems, like utilizing the softwares, right? So the applications. So what we have designed is the students can able to come up with some plug-in play type. So it means they will be understanding about the problem statement. So based on the problem statement, how they can able to bring out the solutions or the innovations. So in that way, the detailed step-by-step process, the teacher will be giving some guidance and tips. It's not like teacher is directly telling the answers you have to do in this way. Teacher is going to help the student to bring out their answers. So in that way, teacher will be taking the sessions, like bringing out the innovations of every lesson plan and every learning outcome of a class. And it will be one-to-one classes, and ultimately the teacher will be focused on the student and can see how the student is doing, like going ahead from one class to one class, and see the growth as well. And based on that, teacher can able to implement some fun task or the like some kind of homework, so that the student can able to come up with the answers. And also students can able to ask the teachers, like if they wanted to come up with the new solutions or new ideas they have, they can able to implement it. And also we provide a robotics kit, like it will be delivered to your doorstep. So then you can able to using that kit, you can able to build innovative projects. Can we go to the next slide? So why robotics for kids? As I mentioned that it helps the students practical experience and the way of thinking. Okay, and also that as the technology is going ahead, we also wanted to run about run behind about it, right? So we also wanted to know how the things are working, how the automation is working, how the robots are working. So we also wanted to understand about that. Where it helps the students to it helps the students their problem solving skills, tech skills, academic skills. In this way, it helps a lot of thing so that whenever they wanted to analyze and try to create some solution, like for example, if we take a smart security system, so if the student only thinks about where it is be useful, it's not like they only play with some gadgets. It's not only they will be like seeing some videos or through some iPads and all. It's they can also design or they can also make their own gadget. Like they can also make their own smart device. They can play with them. So they can also interact with them. So these things they can able to implement. So from basic level, how I wanted to do this. So these all skills help the student to design. So as I given an example about smart security system, where the smart security system is used, maybe in banks or different places. If at all I have some secured players, safes where I'll keep my important stuff so that any burglars or thieves not to steal them. So if at all if somebody is trying to approach it and trying to steal, how we can able to get some alerts from basic of alert, how we can able to get some information through our mobile alerts, then how we can able to send the same information to nearby cops or our neighbors. So from basics to advanced level we can able to try to design such structure, so that helps the students to think how I can able to build it. So with the help of few components we can able to build that particular structure. Through that the student also can able to, and it's also there is no limitation to it. The student can able to bring out more add-on concepts to the same project. As I mentioned about basic alert, and after that how we can able to get at a smart device like a mobile phone an alert, or else if you wanted to send the same information near to the police, so rather than keeping the surveillance, so that you can have the camera CC cameras, it's only recorded by at the same time itself it can able to send the information to the people so that we can get alert in that way. In a simpler and fun way, how we can able to teach the same concept to the student. For example, students will be loving their chocolates, right? Like chocolates and small like biscuits and whatever they wanted to eat. So like maybe we have cousins who might be stealing those chocolates, and if I wanted to save my chocolate, I wanted to save my chocolate, so I don't want to give to others. So what I can do, I can able to create a safe box and I can insert the chocolate over there, and if anybody is trying to steal the chocolate, I can't keep another person to look into it. Like I can't ask another person to come and see. So that if somebody is trying to steal the chocolate, you just need to call me and inform me. Instead of that, why can't I create a system so that if I'm going to be I will be in another room or I'll be in school, somebody can able to send me the information. Or if I'm in the home, I can just get some alerts, some sound. So how I can able to build it? So I can create the system, the box. If it is lifting, it has to make a sound, or it can just make some kind of output which can able to come out like a kind of machine which can. So in that way the student can able to analyze and they can able to bring out multiple solutions through it. So that helps the students in a different manner, like discussing about the problem, they can bring out the new solutions, new innovations through it. In this way it help the students will be helping by using robotics, they'll be learning new skills. Can we go to the next slide? So this is about the course highlights, like as I mentioned how it will be helpful for the students. So just let's see how the students can able to be from the like beginners to advanced levels, how they can be the next general innovator. So as I mentioned, like the student can able to build their own gadget, build their own robots. So I mentioned like from the basic level to the advanced level, they will be understanding about the circuits initially, and they will be understanding about the electronics, and slowly they will be trying to build different types of robots, different structures. Through that, the student can able to implement his own ideas as well. There is no limitation. The student can able to come up with new ideas as well. So ultimately, Turito is trying to provide, or like to helping the students to build in their confidence, so that the student can able to come up with different innovations. And as well as we wanted to see the students like to be the next gen innovators. Can we go to the next screen? So what are the learning outcomes? So how it helps the students? So I have mentioned earlier that the student can able to increase their life skills, tech skills, and academic skills. And is it a good correct age for the students? Yes, it's a correct age for the students where they can able to, as I mentioned, that some of the students being as I have seen like over the years, many parents used to tell me that how I can able to help my child to not only just watching videos and do like not focusing on different things, either if at all they are focused on sports or different various places, but the students are just totally using the gadgets and trying to play with them and all, instead of that trying to make their own gadget, trying to make their own way of fun game, that will be more interesting for the students, right? So that helps the students to work on their problem solving, logical thinking, as well as they'll be understanding about the electronics and mechanical structures, designs, how the real time designs were working behind that, how we can able to come out with new solutions. So in this way they can able to build their own prototypes, and they also can able to understand about the algorithms and the math concepts, which help the students to come up with the answers related to the academics. So these are all like as I mentioned that they can able to bring out the new solutions to the real world, based on the real problems what they can see, they can come up with the simple solutions. As might we might have seen like recently the like last 2 years we have COVID, right? We might have used, many people like we used sanitizers, hand sanitizers, and also if at all we wanted to not to have the contact between others, so we have stopped using the normal sanitizer, we have used an automatic hand sanitizers. Maybe you can just see your hand, you can keep your hand and the sanitizer dispense out. If you might have observed the same kind of design we already have earlier, maybe you might have go to washrooms, right? Like in malls and different places, airports, when we wash our hands, you can also see a smart device will be there. You just keep your hand over there. It's like hand dryer. Like hand dryer will be there. You can see that the air will be blowing out, and you can able to like you can able to wash your hands very fast, right? Like you can wipe your the wet hands. So in this way, it can able to help different designs. So the people are thinking with ideas which we have already, how we can able to implement the new ideas. So these are the different options, like how the students will be helping them in learning. Can we go to the next slide? So as I mentioned that, like as I have told that different ways the students will be helping and all, right? So we might be thinking that okay, how it will be help the students, how they can able to learn in a simpler manner, how the artificial intelligence can be done in our course, how they can able to learn in a simpler manner. All these you might have a lot of doubts, right? So I'll be showing you some of the simple ways how we can able to implement to control a robots by using some artificial intelligence, or also we can also control some applications. Right now, I'm just showing you the software application, how the concept will work. Can you stop your sharing once? Let me take you through that. I'm sharing my screen. Can you give me the access to share my screen? I'm not getting the access to share my
Yes,
screen.
can you try now?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
So you might have seen my screen right now over here. So I just stopped my camera over there so that you can able to see. So this is an application where we'll be implementing about the software, like where we can able to connect the hardware as well. So right now I'm just showing you about the software option. So as you can see, we have some of the pre-trained models. So artificial intelligence is nothing but, as I said, that there are multiple options of machine learning concepts. So right now I'm going to show you about the image classification concept, how we can able to implement in robotics. So you can see there are multiple options over here. But before explaining this, let me give you a small example. You might have seen how I want to, like, for example, if our mothers, when they go to kitchen and they try to boil the milk, so there might be different options for boiling milk. If at all I'm trying to use a vessel and trying to pour the milk and I wanted to boil it, and I just wanted to take some rest also, like mothers, they can't able to stay over there all time, right? So they can also wanted to sit. So when they come out and they sit, maybe we can't see there what is happening over there, whether the milk is boiling over and it can pump out or not, like it can pop out or not. So we can't see that. But how can I able to make a system, like how I can able to make a human over there sitting and guarding over there, guarding the milk over there. So I can able to build a system where it can able to boil guard. I can able to call it as a boil guard, in the sense I just don't wanted to make the milk pop out. So how I can able to do it? I can able to create the system by like I can able to make this system to understand with the help of boiling and with the help of not boiling. So I can able to train the system with multiple images. Based on that, the system can able to classify, and what is the output over here? It can able to make some sound whenever it is trying to high boil, like boiling is very high. Uh, so it can make some buzz so that I can go and stop it. If at all I wanted to make it more advanced and more automatic, I can able to create a system like I need a hand right to stop the stove, or like I need to off it. So instead of using my hand, I can create a system. I can create an output system over there itself where it can able to off automatically. Either it is a switch or either is a stove kind of thing where we can able to off it. So I can create such thing so that I need not to do anything. I just on it and I just come back. Automatically it will do the process over there. So in that way, we can able to make the different set of robots in a small smart devices type, from basic level to advanced level. So here, without programming, how I wanted to show you. So as you can see, it has some multiple options like mask, no mask, banana, apple, open hand, fish type. But you can see the prediction over here, no mask with 99%. So what if I wear a mask? Let's see what will happen. So when I wear a mask, it is predicting as mask, and you can see the difference over here. Previously, it is showing a no mask, now it's showing mask, and even you can see the name mask and the percentage over here. What if I just remove my hand again? It is detecting as no mask, and I'm keeping some hand over here. You can able to see the difference. Is it possibly coming like open hand? So it is the more position where we try to keep it, and according to the background also it matters. So in this way, do we have the option to only use the pre-trained model? I can't train myself. So we have an option over here. We can train myself, and I can able to provide the different types of, like for example, I love emojis. I just wanted to give some emojis. Based on the emojis, I can see the prediction. Or else I can give you one more example. For example, I'm just driving. When I'm driving at the night time, I might feel sleepy. Sometimes I just close my eyes. So, but it can become a fraction of second. We can make some accident, right? How I can able to ensure that I will not feel sleepy. Even if I feel sleepy, how I can able to make myself to wake up like within that fraction of second. So I can create a system where it can able to detect whether I'm feeling drowsy or not. When I close my eyes, it has to make some kind of deep sound, so that big sound, so that I can just get alert and I can be myself and try to drive. So in that way, the systems can able to classify difference between like how I'm sitting normally and So we can able to record multiple images. Based on the multiple images, number of images it get trained, that much better it can predict. It's not only me, it could be any person sitting over there, it can able to alert you. So just let me show you. Like for example, I'm just typing like hand. I just wanted to train my hand to the camera. So I can change my orientations. I'm just pressing train continuously. You can see the orientation even if I change my hand. If you see the prediction, I have shown my left hand. So if you see, the prediction is showing 100% hand only continuously, but it's not changing. So what I can do, I can train the system with another label, means another option. So what I can do, I'll just write some mobile. So I just wanted to train my mobile. So change the orientation, I can do like multiple options. So you can see now mobile. So the prediction is showing only mobile. What if I show my hand? Now it's predicting hand. What if I can show my right hand? Even it's predicting my right hand. Even if I show left hand, right hand, it's predicting hand. In the same way, I can able to do but whenever I'm not showing anything, like my hand I'm not showing, when I'm not showing mobile, it's predicting weirdly. So I have multiple options. I can able to help the system. Whenever you don't sense anything, what you have to do, you just be normal null. So what I can do, I just type here in reducer, I just type like self, so that the system can able to understand what I'm doing right now. So if you see, I can change my positions, it can train like self. So now if you see, it's showing self. When I show my hand, it's predicting as hand. When I show my mobile, it's predicting as mobile. So this is how you can able to use the data in the input data, and we can able to control the modules from any part of the globe. Here comes the artificial intelligence. This is about artificial intelligence. Here comes about the internet on things. So I have some robots somewhere else. For example, I have robots in UK. I'm in somewhere else. I can able to control those robots from this place by using this artificial intelligence data. Whenever I connect the modules of robots over there, I can able to operate by using whatever the data. For example, over there, I have a greeting robot. If anybody is coming to my home, I just wanted to greet, but I'm not there over there. Like, so whenever I just greet over here, like whenever I wave my hand here, it can greet over there. So in that way, we can able to have that fun type of robots as well. But here, the younger students will be learning through small image classification concept. For the older students, we'll be programming as well. We will be programming in bigger way, so that, as I said about the different concepts, right? Like a dowsing system, or like a boil guard in a different places, like the fire alarm system, like firefighting robots. There are different robots you can also design in that way, like obstacle avoid robots, line following robots. It helps many types of robots you can able to build it in the sessions. So that is related to the fun activity, like the activity which I have showed you, where you can able to understand how different types of robots we can able to do it. So in this particular course, we will be trying to build from the basic fun circuits to electronics to robots, where it will be using artificial intelligence and as well as the internet on things. So that is related to the my end. So over to you, Saloni, you can take it forward. I hope everyone understood.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nikhil, for such an insightful session. I hope everyone enjoyed. Now we have our program manager, Mr. Mohammed Kashif, who is heading robotics section at Turito. Over to you, Mr. Kashif.
Hello everyone. Thank you, Ms. Saloni and Mr. Nikhil, for a great session with all the parents here. This is Mohammed Kashif here. I'm the program manager for the UK. I have been looking for the foundation classes since last 6 months for the maths, English, and science. Also, we'll be looking forward for the robotics classes also. I will give you just a brief glance about our Turito exclusive classes, how it goes and how do we have the tutors. So it's basically at his, it has been already informed by Mr. Nikhil. We only provide the live and engaging interactive classes, that is 1:1 classes with one teacher and one student only. And we have got top-notch faculty, that is 1% of experienced educators. And I'll be explaining you with the next slide, how we segregate our 1% of tutors. First, we go with the qualification and the screening check. We ask tutors to have minimum of 4 years of experience in any of the fields, like in universities, all these schools, and we follow them with, they should have a good communication and the motivational check where they can boost up the confidence of the kid over on an online classes, which is done as in 1:1 interactive class. And also we do also check if they have an academic knowledge, strong academic knowledge, they can teach the student to different geographies curriculum. Like as in UK, we completely do follow GCSE and IGCSE curriculum, and also the kids are there with us. They have been giving us good feedback, and we are improving on this. And after going with this screening, the filtration goes with the delivery check, and also we give the tutors, the experts, the training, and also we give them a feedback where they can improve themselves. And from that screening part, now then we comes to that 1% of our tutors who are there experimentally doing the performance. And even we do check in every 4 hours the same process if the teachers are going doing good with the students, and also the students are also following for the same. Now I'll be showing you with a quick glance over the dashboard how it looks, and the metrics and the updates, how the student, if the student is going for the robotics classes, definitely yes. We do provide the student portal in which the kid can see dashboard, subjects, test will be there every monthly and weekly. The reports will be shared to a parent, and also there will be a tutors connect where they can solve their 24/7 doubt clarification at any point. The subject goes if the child has taken more than one subject, they are taking multiple subjects with Turito, then yes, they can see all these subjects dashboard, which class is going to happen, what topic is going to taken in upcoming sessions, and vice versa. They can go behind, and also they can check with the recordings of the sessions. These are the tests taken monthly and weekly, and they can go with all the 5, as you can see on the screen, there are the 5 subjects. So they are taking to that test curriculum, and also following the report cards for the same. These are the analytics and the progress report, how the parents will be looking for. If you see on the screen, if it's been 2 subjects, if we take robotics and science, then what is the test preparation, what was the marks obtained from the kid side, and these are the good progress in the child's academic. Now giving you a glance of a parent application, the product, after taking a robotics classes, the kids are going with the regular classes, how the parent will come to know, okay, if the kid is getting improved, how they are going to check with the class marks, their test marks, and what is their strength, weaknesses, where the teacher has to follow, or they should put more interaction with the tutors. So here is the glance, this is a progress summary, for how many classes has been done and how many is left. Has the child studied conceptual topics in a particular classes that has been taken, and this can be done with the multiple subject at a time also. This is the subject wise progress. This is the performance summary. Here you will the parents can always analysis over the percentile, how much the kid has scored, what is the strength, what is the weaknesses the teacher has found during the test marking, and the same one same while the teachers can give the recommendations. These are some test performances. If you can see how much percentile has been scored, or if there is recently any test taken from the Turito side, the paper, the checking paper, and also the marks can be uploaded on the parents application, and the child can go through it, and the parent can also go through it, and they can also have a tutor connect anytime if they feel any doubt with this. These are the recently learned concept where the parents can see what topics has need to be covered up in upcoming classes and what has been done in the previous. So this is the strength and weaknesses where the parent can find on a particular examination taken from the Turito side. If it's for the robotic classes, then yes, then the child can have assignments and the assessment practice papers. They'll go through it. They will be like marked on this basis on their abilities and whatever they have learned. And the strength and the weakness can be given on the parent application. These are some recommendations what will be given from the tutor's side for every test. And this is the tutors connect, like 24/7 there will be a doubt clarification. They can put their questions on the parent application or the student portal, both. The teacher's gonna like reply you back and they can solve your queries or solutions or explanations if you need it. So this was a quick or a glance over the parent application, and like both the access will be provided once the kid has been enrolled with the Turito. These are some product features. It's, as we say, like Turito is not only about teaching the particular subject, it's about making the kid understand why before what. So these are the study materials. It's not only the one-on-one interactive, also they will be going with the live classes, how a particular why before what, if there's a formula, then why it has been applied before, giving them any solutions. And on the right side, if you can see, these are the assignments provided after each session, where the child can practice anytime 24/7, and they can have their doubt clarifications. These, if this is the if you talk about a particular like physics, if it's a subject, or the robotics, so this example, if you can see, this is for a different subject, and these are the assessment done on a live classes basis. What makes like Turito like stand unique from like other edtechs? We do understand like about the student needs and requirement. So also we have customized our own tutoring, that is like undividing 1:1 interactive classes, just to focus on the kids learning, just to be purely interactive with the tutor, and they can understand their level, their engaging performances, and also focused completely on the topics. Strengthening the foundations early on, like it's not about only like starting with a particular grade, so starting with the like only the year wise. It's not like that. The Turito, the teachers who are there, who will be helping in the robotics classes, they will be understanding the kids from the basic level, from the early on, and they can start with the learning stages from that. And like even like we identify the gaps and the guidance, we will be letting the kids know if they're lacking anyone, if there are the gaps. The teachers gonna like recommend the parents about their like academic growth, and it will be discussed on a weekly and the monthly basis. Thank you. That's all from my side. If there are any questions, do let us know. The Q&A portal is open. You can always ask the question. And just giving you a last brief, like as the Turito is launching the first ever robotics classes, an exclusive program with the, in the United Kingdom, we are very much happy to provide them 20% discount, like on the August enrollment. If the parents are enrolling with us in the month of August, we are very happy to provide them 20% discount on the program. And I will be also sharing you the email, and will be giving, my team will be giving you a call to discuss further on the same thing. So Saloni, can you take it from here, the Q&A?
Thank you so very much, Mr. Kashif, for such a insightful and interesting, introduction about why we should take up robotics. So I hope you all enjoyed. So you could message in the chat box. The chat box is open now. Mr. Nikhil, the subject matter expert, Mr. Mohammed Kashif, who is the program manager, and I would love to answer your questions. So please go ahead. You all can unmute yourself and ask questions or type in the chat box.
You can ask us, like if it's regarding the robotic program.
Mr. So parents, are you there? Are you all there?
if there is any questions regarding the program for the robotics, or the kids will be the roadmap if they want to know, there is Mr. Nikhil here. He will be yeah, the parent
Feel free
is
to ask
raising
any
the
kind
hands.
of
Yes.
questions, parents and kids. If they are joined by their kids as well, they can also ask questions, whatever is coming into your mind. And you could also, enroll today, because we are giving 20% off on the spot.
Somebody raised their hand. You can speak to them.
Yeah, Wasanjeet, or can you just type your questions in the Q&A, or can you unmute yourself, please? And okay, Saloni, Ms. Saloni, if there is no questions, I think like we'll be reaching out to all the parents. We'll be sharing them the email. Also, we'll be connecting with them with personally, and we'll be understanding their like we'll be taking the feedbacks. We'll be understanding how the kid should go for the robotics classes, and we can understand from them.
So thank you so very much, parents, for such a wonderful evening. I hope you will all enjoy the session. Have a great evening. Good night and a great weekend ahead. Thank you so very much, Mr. Nikhil, Mr. Mohammed Kashif, and all the participants for this wonderful webinar on robotics. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, Saloni, you there?
Yes.
Okay, it's Ujjwal, you there?
Yes, Kashif.
Hi, Saloni, ma'am. Fine. I just wanted to know, like, should I stop the recording or should I just end up the call? Ujjwal, you there?
I think you can stop because the attendees have left, I guess.